Welcome back. Today we're talking about DynamoDB, which is one of Amazon's flagship services in the space of databases. And what we need to know right off the bat is that DynamoDB is a NoSQL database service, which is designed to be highly scalable and very, very low latency. So it's very fast. And companies like Snapchat, Zoom, Disney Plus use DynamoDB to achieve incredible results. So let's have a quick look at what it looks like inside. So here is an example of a DynamoDB table. Now, it's a NoSQL database, so it's quite different to what we've seen before. We still have rows, but then inside these rows, we can have a partition key and a sort key. And then we have attributes which we define ourselves. So there's no predefined columns that you have to have. So for example, here, for instance, we have a book ID, which says Odyssey, Homer, and 1871. It doesn't necessarily mean that the first column is the name of the book, the second is the author, and the third one is the year it was published. Not at all, because in the second row, we can see right away we have an album ID, and it doesn't even have a year. And then in the last row, for example, we see a movie, and in the second column it says the kind of genre it has, not the author. So there is no predefined columns here. You just put whatever you like into each row, and that's the beauty of NoSQL databases. They're much harder to search through, as you can imagine, because they don't have common columns, but at the same time they are more versatile in other ways, and they allow you to have flexibility in what you input into them. So DynamoDB is a NoSQL type of database. It's very scalable, so it's actually serverless. You don't have to provision any EC2 instances. The servers are managed by AWS in the background, and it can scale to any size. There's no limit on the size that you may have. It scales horizontally and adjusts for the capacity that you're needing. So you just keep putting data in, it'll automatically scale. You don't have to worry about scaling it or adding EC2 instances or anything like that. There are no limits to the tables. It achieves single-digit millisecond latency, so look out for that on the exam. If you're asked about database service and NoSQL database service with single-digit millisecond latency, I think Amazon are very proud of what they've accomplished with DynamoDB, then the answer is likely DynamoDB. And one final thing is that it has two pricing options. It has the standard access, which has cheaper throughput, and it has the standard infrequent access, which has cheaper storage. So here's a quick summary of what we discussed. That's DynamoDB in a nutshell, very popular service, and we will be talking more about it in this section. I look forward to you next time. Until then, enjoy the cloud.